Rainbow Kitten Surprise. It is high to 90.9 The Bridge. Good morning to you, Kansas City. It is Bryan Truta, 7:44 now in KC. Looking at about 7 outside right now in Kansas City, and we're going to keep with the cool skies today. And but at least it's going to be dry. Monday is a different story. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. Give Back Friday is up now, and as always, Give Back Friday is brought to you through the generous support of the Hallmark Corporate Foundation. Reinhard Mabry from Alphapointe joins me this morning for Give Back Friday. Sir, good morning to you.
Thank you very much, Bryan. Thank you for letting me be here in the warm studio.
I'm glad to let you in from the outside air. We get you in as soon as we can. Okay, Alphapointe works with those who are vision impaired, have low vision. And tell us a little bit about your mission.
Sure. So Alphapointe is over 100 years old, provides employment, rehabilitation, and training services to people who are blind. So think about the person who's recently lost their vision. They are going to have to relearn everything that your listeners are doing this morning, getting up, getting dressed, getting their kids off to school, not today, but most days, going to work, being able to earn a living for themselves and provide for themselves and live independently. If you've lost your eyesight, you're going to have to relearn those things and learn different ways of being able to get them done. So we provide that as a training resource for the region. We're the only provider of comprehensive services like that in the region. And we're also an employer, everything from injection molding, light manufacturing, call center services, with a focus on employing people who are blind in the community.
It's incredible as you and I talk off the air, and one of your first, things to me as you positioned it this morning was imagine you, and you in the car can do that now. Imagine you going through your daily life, and then tomorrow you wake up with no eyesight. You have no eyesight, and suddenly everything that you have learned to this point is you have to do this all over again. And where does one even start? When they come to your organization, I'm sure that they are probably frightened and scared about what life is going to be like. And so what is the process there?
Yeah, so we have a talented team of professionals who really are caring and understanding and patient with a person as they go through that series of emotions that they have to deal with. And oftentimes it's really just breaking down tasks so that they are less daunting and less scary. We think about something as simple as crossing the road, the noise of cars and things going on, and just deconstructing that and saying there's a way to do this that's going to be safe and that's going to allow you to get from point A to point B safely so that you can be on about your day.
Right. And the fact that, and another thing is so much of our lives are tied to what we do as a job. What do you do? What is your career? And that becomes a lot of our identity. And I think that when you have a life-changing, including medical condition, and maybe your first thought is, well, what am I going to do now? How am I going to make money? How am I going to make a living? And you guys as an employer, that's an amazing step to help them.
And Bryan, that probably is the most important issue that we deal with as a nation, frankly, is how do we have job opportunities and be welcoming to people with disabilities. The unemployment rate among people who are blind nationally is 70%, 70%.
Wow.
And so our mission really is tied to independence and getting people job opportunities so they can provide for themselves and for their families. And we do that in all different manners of business lines in order to give people that hope.
So to that end, part of what you do is having the Boots and Pearls event that you guys have coming up here. It sounds like a wonderful night, and this is a night to raise funds for Alphapointe, right? Is that what?
That's right.
The goal is
So
here?
yes, and thank you very much. So our Boots and Pearls wine and whiskey event is a wine and whiskey tasting that we do at the Negro League Baseball Museum. They've been very welcoming to us over the years, allowing us to host the event there. It's on Friday, February 22, begins at 7:30, and the proceeds will fund our rehabilitation and training programs for the community.
Great. Performance by the wonderful Ida Macbeth in there as well.
Yes, we're so glad to have Miss Macbeth back for the second year.
Yeah.
She really gives very few performances throughout the year, and so really to have her and her enthusiastic fans come and enjoy this event, we're really delighted to have her.
What is a way that somebody, if they're listening now, is there a way that you can engage with people through the year? Are you looking for volunteers? How does the public interact with Alphapointe?
Sure. So, every nonprofit really looks for people in the community to help them. And so we have a wonderful group of volunteers that help us. In fact, at the event, Jamie Bluma, former Kansas City Royal.
Oh, I love Jamie.
Jamie is...
He's a card, I'll tell you. You got to watch that guy.
He's awesome. I love Jamie. Well,
Yep.
he is going to be our MC and auctioneer for the event
fantastic.
that night. But he and so many other people around the community have embraced us. You can go to our website at alphapointe.org to find more information about the event, to sign up for volunteering, to make a contribution if you're not able to attend the event that night, and to learn more about the ways that we contribute and help the community and really this population that needs support from the community in order to be able to thrive.
Sure. And conversely, now if somebody in their family has someone who's now affected by this is a place that they can turn to as well?
Absolutely. We serve people as young as 2 years old.
Wow.
In our low vision clinic. Young people who are vision impaired, who want to find that first job experience, or maybe they are thinking about college and want to be case managed through that first semester of college. People in the prime of their life who have had some sort of a life-changing event and need help. And then older folks in the community who want to live their years with dignity in their own home and are dealing with things like macular degeneration or diabetic retinopathy. We're here to help people of all ages who are experiencing vision loss. We're here to help them.
Okay, very good. Reinhard Mabry is the CEO of Alphapointe, and we thank you, sir, for taking your time this morning. We certainly appreciate it.
Thank you so very much for your time.
Certainly. Boots and Pearls coming up on the 22nd of February, and it's alphapointe.org, correct?
Yes.
Okay, very good. For more information and for ticketing information there as well. And once again, Give Back Friday, as always, brought to us through the generous support of the Hallmark Corporate Foundation. We'll get back to music with the Rolling Stones on 90.9 The Bridge.